this was something that Count Basie, I would go out, not bragging or nothing, folks, but nightly I would get standing ovations from playing these beautiful ballads. Because of you, for making whoopee, bewitched, balling, bewildered, and it goes, I've got it bad, that ain't good, and so it goes on. And it's the way that I can play like a vocal, from listening to Sarah Vaughan and Ella and Coleman McRae and all the various different singers, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, and so it caused me to start trying to play like a vocal. So this is what you'll hear, that I'm almost like a vocal. And sometimes I can even call words and everything with the horn. Clark and Terry and I, we cuss at each other and all like that with our horn. So that's another thing that was developed. And I am an original plunger player. See, most all plunger players you ever hear, they have sort of like copied after Tricky Sam, Joe Nanton, which I had never listened to Joe Nanton or anything. But then eventually I did hear him play, and because he used to go out and jam too. And I was stationed in Detroit, Michigan, and they had a private club, 12 Horsemen. And after everyone would get off from the shows at the Paradise Theater, they'd come over to this club. And I used to play at this club. And so I had the opportunity to hear many of the giants when they came through. And that was another help. And you got to listen to others too. You just cannot take this music for granted and say, well, I got my style, I don't have to listen to nobody. But sometimes I think you do. Not to copy, just to hear what someone else is doing. Especially when you've had a privilege and pleasure like me to play, well, you name them. It's very hard to come up with a name on jazz out there that I haven't played with. And that means going all the way to Stan Getz or Al Cohn or Zoot Sims. You just name them. And I have, plus I've traveled with Norman Granz, the Jazz Philharmonic, with Roy Eldridge, Louis Bellson, Oscar Peterson, Moody, and all these different ones, J.J. Johnson. This is where it came about, where J.J. wouldn't record with nobody but me after High Winding. And that was about something like 11 or 12 years later. But we could get things together so melodic and playing and everything, so Norman Granz said, just go on in the studio, it doesn't matter whatever it costs, and do one. So this is what we did. We named it Things Are Getting Better All the Time. J.J. Al Grey. And we recorded, and J.J. wrote up tunes where I could exploit my plunger and he could exploit his open sound. And so by doing this, we found out that we could gather up a lot of material. And then we had the best bass fiddle player you can find, Ray Brown, Kenny Barron, and Mickey Roker. Like I say, you had to have the ingredients. And that's what takes place there.